Thank you, Eduardo. It's absolutely beautiful. Many of you have traveled far and wide, some just a few minutes walking distance, some just a few miles. Our next speaker has traveled from Chicago. And Chicago brought us some great memories, some great accomplishments in the last few months. Overcoming years of trying to be the world champions of baseball. The Cubs did it. Challenges along the way, endurance, getting to the top, cheering, being a team player, making it, celebrating. I see the connection between Chicago, Nilo, and everyone in this room. Our next speaker is the nephew, family nephew, Nilo's nephew, Jimmy Thornton. Good afternoon. I'm going to try to see this. I am Nilo's nephew. I was Ro's nephew, Stephen's cousin, and of course, I am Tina's cousin. I want to talk to you a little bit about family. And not just the family that you're born into, but your bigger family. And standing in front of you all here, I think you get what I'm going to try to talk about. Your family isn't just who you're born into, it's your friends, it's your work family. It's all those people in your lives that make a difference. And I've got to tell you, although I'm from Chicago, I came to Carpinteria many years ago. I was 19. And I came here at a really bad time in my life. It was, I had finished a couple of years of school. University wasn't working out. Sports thing wasn't working out. My love life was in shambles. And things with my family weren't going where I thought they were going to go. So I had left school and went back to Chicago. And one thing that I was always pretty good at was working hard, right? And that actually came from another family member who always told me, you know, if you work harder than the person on your left and the person on your right, you're always going to have a job. So I always had a great job. And I was working on a major stadium that was being built in Chicago. And unfortunately, that came to a terrible end. It was a day not unlike today, here overcast, and the roof collapsed. And 7 of my coworkers had died that day. A few of them lived. They probably wish they hadn't lived. So like any 19-year-old with not a lot of direction, what did I do? I got on my motorcycle and went for a ride. A couple of months later, I ended up in Carpinteria. I had no intentions really of staying here, but at the time, Uncle Nilo was building an addition on a hotel. He needed some hardworking, dependable help, and I needed money. So I went to work for him. And I've got to say it was good. It was a change of scenery. It was, I hope it was good for him because it was so good for my soul. And to be around my aunt and him and my cousins, it was although it wasn't a wonderful time in my life, it ended up being a wonderful time. Anyways, one day we were still doing the foundation work, right? And we're having lunch. And he said, tomorrow we're going to start on the plumbing. And I'm, happily eating away. And I said, I've never done plumbing work. And he said to me, he looked at me straight in the eye and said, the only thing you have to know is water flows downhill and payday is on Friday. Now, he meant no disrespect to any plumbers that are here or that aren't. Honest to God, there was no disrespect there at all. realize it at the time, but his words, and more so his actions after that, really did make a difference. So we went on, and we finished the foundation work, and we did the plumbing, and we did electric, and carpentry, and we did all those things. And at a very low point in my life, I can stand here in front of you and tell you he made a huge difference. He gave me confidence. He empowered me. And it wasn't just with those few words. It was by what he did and what he showed me. So instead of, the message that was running around in my head, that I can't, the message I got from him was I can, and I did. And it's something that, and it really wasn't the mechanical thing, so don't mix it up with the trades or working with tools or anything. It was deeper, it was in my heart. And I can honestly say it made such a huge difference in my life. And for that, I will truly always be thankful. As you know, he could sing like crazy too, right? And I can't sing. But there is kind of a family favorite, and it's the Barney song, right? People know who Barney was? He's a children's character on a TV show. The Barney song goes, I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you, won't you say you love me too? So like I said, I can't sing, but I am going to ask you to sing with me. So for Nilo, for family, for whomever that family is to you, please help me sing this. Are you ready? I love you, you, come on. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?